So welcome all for the second inauguration session, and really we are very happy to be associated with IBSC AMTZ, and we have privilege to invite Mr. Chandra Anand, who is a CEO of Bio Valley Incubation Council and currently engaged as CEO with BioWell Incubation Council. It's a cluster of manufacturing partners and startups for the medical devices. His role involves overseeing basic research on upcoming segments relating to medical devices by supporting establishment associated with research and development, manufacturing sector, strategic creators, and information vaults through exchange of specialized information and bringing key and intelligent cooperative energy of logical offices and organization to command endeavors on mechanical advancement in the medical devices sector to carry and promote expanded admittance, well-being to citizens and flourishing medical devices manufacturing segment in India. In the recent past, worked as a scientist for about 24 years with National Institute of Biologicals under the aegis of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. National Control Laboratories and CDL for QC testing of infectious disease market. So we welcome you, sir, and we have privilege to listen to you. You can just share your knowledge with our student. And before proceeding further, I would really
full screen, please.
I'm really screen is not shared.
No, full screen. We can see only small.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So hold on.
Slideshow.
Yeah. Thank you, Sneha, for reminding me. And I am really thankful to the pillars of IBSC MTZ, Dr. Jitendra Sharma, Anil Jori, and Rajiv Naji, who were available during our first inauguration session, which has already Nituri has told that we have completed first batch in the month of August. And now the second batch will be starting from today onwards. So welcome all of you, all my dear students and all my trainers, faculties, my seniors. I'm really thankful to Nituri for organizing, the whole show. Not taking much time, I would request Mr. Chandra Anand to have share his knowledge with our student and the learned audience. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving us wonderful introduction. Well, in constraints of time, I was told we need to be sticking to a timeline. So to quickly wind up, I'll give a brief about the topic today. I believe we are speaking on quality assurance of with reference to biomedical equipment. So to begin with, anything that we need to begin with, we need to have a reference, that is reference standard, some data standards. And the reference standard, particularly with industry standard that is to medical devices, as we all know, 13485. It is version 2016. And instead of going details into that standard, or there is another associated standard that is 14971, which is a 2019 version. This is for the risk management of biomedical equipment. So these two standards are critical whenever it comes to biomedical equipment, whether the manufacturing side or the evaluation side. Even the performance evaluation briefly describes the standards described. Having said that, for every particular biomedical equipment, say a ventilator or ICU, ECG machine, or even a simple blood pressure monitoring apparatus, they again have substandards very selectively pointed towards their own operational functions and evaluation procedures. So if you go into ISO IEC website, that is International Chemical Commission website, that is they have the particular standards which they refer to, saying that each biomedical equipment, how it should be performed, performance wise they should be evaluated and things like that. Also, India has its own, MDR 2017, which is effective from Jan 2018. Yes, 2018. So this is also under force, which is effectively as per the rules given under Drugs and Cosmetics Act, under Rule 109A, B, and C. So these are also pinpointing towards the biomedical equipment and their maintenance and things like that. Now, coming to today's topic, the biomedical equipment quality assurance. What the basic word, the quality assurance is whatever is being done should be documented. If it is not documented, it is understood. Even if you have done the job, it is understood that it is not done. So the activity of documenting whatever is done with regard to biomedical equipment, right from the procurement process to the use of it, and then till the condemnation of the equipment, that is still the lifespan of the equipment, it is to be recorded appropriately. Now, having said that, from the manufacturer's perspective, right from its design qualification, then installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification at each respective site is also of importance for the manufacturer as well as the vendor. So quickly to sum up, the documentation as far as biomedical equipment, or for that matter, any laboratory equipment, should have some key areas. That is, it should begin with the equipment documentation. Equipment documentation now basically it should cover what is the equipment that you want, why do you want it, does it fit for your purpose that is you're actually going for. Now, to come to a conclusion, you should have a committee which has various users into it. Like suppose the end user is the most critical guy, whether it is a doctor or a nurse or a lab technician, or these guys are the actual guys who actually need to give you the inputs of how to go for a biomedical equipment or a laboratory equipment. The rest of the processes follow. That is, you need to identify an appropriate vendor who also gives you a spectrum of various vendors who give you a spectrum of the price code that we have to go for, because we also have to keep our pockets in very tightly controlled while raising these kind of equipment. And equipment, as I said, equipment, you should also have every organization should have a procurement policy. Policy, when I say policy, that is when it comes to vendor selection, decision of procuring costly equipment. As I said, low cost, mid cost, high end equipment. It should be categorized into these categories and then suitably identified whether it is required or not. Then as I said, when I said, well, from my own experience, if I say first, because I was attached to a quality control testing laboratory, every small equipment, right from a simple pH meter to a very high-end LCMS mass spec spectrometer, these equipments should be handled according to the OEM guidelines. That is the original equipment manufacturer guidelines that is given, and thus these manufacturers, they follow some respective standards when it is manufactured and operational guidelines. When it comes into the lab, the IQ, OQ, PQ documents, the binder should be handed over to the end user appropriately by the manufacturer's biomedical engineers who are at the site. Now, these engineers are well qualified and trained to handle these equipment at site. Then the equipment your owner should have a log of equipments used on it. Now, when I say the log of equipment, preferably I would say these equipment should be attached to a laboratory information management system rather than having a hand record records. Suppose I say I have a mass spec operating in my lab, it should be connected to a proper LIMS system, laboratory information management system, that would give the audit person, the third party who walks into your lab for an audit, he gives you more confidence. It gives him more confidence rather than you generating handwritten records and registers and technical records showing. Those days have gone. So one key point is electronization of your records and having things in place when the auditor is there. Then one more important thing is the calibration records. Calibration records is like the equipment when it is installed. From that day point of time, it has a warranty. Thereafter, it needs to be serviced regularly. It has to be calibrated appropriately. So all these activities, are they documented or not? The auditor, and at the end of the day, is concerned about whether it is documented or not. That is the ultimate option, the goal that is the auditor looking forward to. Well, there are some quality indicators when you go for a biomedical equipment. What is quality? When I say quality indicators, as I said earlier, the first and foremost thing is the investment that you're going to make, and depending on that, the quality you get. You can get a pH meter right from 3,000 rupees to even 20,000 rupees. So, what is the quality parameters that you're willing to look for? These are some basic things that you need to look for. That well, at the end of the day, when you're using this equipment, or even before buying the equipment, what is the risk quantity that you're picking up, and what is the risk evaluation that you have done before buying the equipment and while using the equipment. So these risk evaluation processes are appropriately identified in 14971 standard, 2019 version. Maybe this is all I have to say regarding the assurance part. Again, I repeat, since you, if you are not documenting what you are doing, and this today's talk is about how you do, ensure that you have documented what you have done with particular to even a small equipment, because ultimately at the end of the day, documentation process matters with regard to what your total laboratory outcome or the test result is. And for an auditor, believe me, if you have your digital records in place, that is the best thing to happen. If those who cannot afford or cannot have electronic system in place, diligently handwritten records without much of cutting and overwriting would be accepted. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your informative session. And I hope all the student, all the participant have understood the important concept of documentation, and in this digital world, how the documentation plays an important role. If you are going forward with the electronic system, see to that your system or your software is validated as per 21 CFR Part 11, which is very
Absolutely.
important aspect when we are auditing. We are also lead auditor, so we know in and out of whatever been shared. And thanks once again, sir, for sharing your knowledge about
My
the
pleasure.
industry. And we have also spent 30 years in industry, so we
I
know
know, I know, I
out
know.
of the
Mhm.
industry. So
Yeah.
moving forward with the session, I would take the privilege to talk about our company, Raj GPRAC Private Limited, and how we are going to conduct this 3 months course. Just the brief overview about the course curriculum, the methodology which will be adopted throughout these 3 months. So I'm going to speak about that, and after that I will introduce my team, and they will speak about their experience and how this course would be helpful to all of you guys. Okay, so just have patience. So can you see my screen?
Yes. Just make that full screen.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
see now?
Fine. Absolutely fine.
Thanks once again for giving us an opportunity to become a training partner to IBSC AMTZ. And I will just give an overview of our company, what we do, and why we are here and why we have been selected to train you. First of all, I would like to say about what is our mission. Our mission of Raj GPRAC Private Limited is to empower the employees' productivity and skill development through relevant education, skill development, and market-focused livelihood program in the pharma, biotech, nutraceutical, and healthcare industry. And also we have the mission of to empower women who are willing to make second career in pharma, life science, and healthcare industry. Won't believe we have helped more than 100 to 200 women who are willing to make career after their break of after the birth of first child, second child, or due to some other reason. So that is also one of the USP of Raj Global Pharma. And our quality policy is that we will provide highest quality of technical skills, corporate skills, practical job skills, and soft skills, advanced knowledge to all our students and working professionals. So, as I proudly said, that we have trained almost more than 25 to 26,000 candidates in all over India, not only in India, abroad as well, during last 11 years. So after spending 20 years in industry, we started this Raj GPRAC in 2009-2010, and we have completed 11 successful years. And we will ensure that each and every teacher and trainer is best, and each and every minute promised is involved into training and grooming of our student. And the devotion, discipline, and all, you will find all these things on our website called www.rajpharmaelearning.com. And to talk about our trainer, our team, we have highly trained people in our team, and other team members are also there who take care of our administrative activities. And we have subject matter expertise in all areas. If you say, we have pharma, we have biotech, we have nutraceutical, like that we have medical devices. So these are our trainers. I will just brief about three trainers who are available in today's session. The first one is Om Prakash Sadhwani, who is also one of the lead auditor, and he is a former FDA Joint Commissioner, having more than 30 years of experience in the enforcement of drugs law, and he is the best drug controller officer of India, all India Drug Controller Officer Confederation 2010. He was awarded as a Gaurav Puraskar from the government of Maharashtra in 2008. He has represented India in multiple national and international pharmaceutical forums, and former secretary to All India Drug Controller Officer. So he is also going to speak and going to share his knowledge with you. And the second speaker is Ram Banarasi. He is also one of the lead auditor. He was also former FDA Assistant Commissioner, and he is also associated with us since last 5 years. He is also having more than 35 years of experience in regulatory affairs. He is a professional and working in pharma, medical devices, and OTC, and he possesses 12 years of experience in pharma manufacturing and 25 years as a drug regulator. So with these two gentlemen, I move forward with Sneha Pandit. She is also electronic engineer, and she has worked in the medical device industry, having more than 6+ years of experience. She is associated with us for the Indian submission, and she is helping us for the US and Europe submission as well. And she's helping in development of quality management system and other documentation for all the clients and for all our students. Then there are a couple of other speakers who are not available today, but you will see in future during our course or training program during weekends. So we have SME, as I said, we have subject matter expertise in all areas, and you will enjoy our sessions thoroughly. About me, I'm also pharmacist, spent 20 years in industry, and working as a founder and director in Raj Global Pharma since last 11 years. And I'm also lead auditor. Then this is my favorite slide, which is really learning is much more than training, so because though I have spent 30 years, I am also still learning. I love to learn, and I love to share my knowledge with all of my dear students. So the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is my
Perfect.
best slide, I would say, the best quote, given by Alvin Toffler. And moving forward with like who is going to bridge the gap, you know, we always say freshers are usually rejected, is not preferred in pharma, biotech, or medical industry. Why they are not preferred? Because they are not skilled, they are not trained, they don't have any knowledge, the practical knowledge. So unlike IT industry, where is the labor intensive and freshers have 3 to 6 months pure training before being given project. And that's why these such type of skill programs are always helpful. And we are skilling India and other people since last 11 years. In different aspects, not only quality assurance in global regulatory affairs, in pharmacovigilance, in clinical research, in pharma documentation, pharma management, and so on. So we have there should be a dedicated training center like that. It's my passion to have my own training institute. Though it is a very small institute, we have done a very great job, and I'm really proud of saying that we have trained more than 25 to 26,000 candidates. So rising number of warning letters from Western regulators like USFDA, Europe, Canada, those warning letter, if you see, those are on quality, compliance, data integrity, lack of recording proper information. As sir has already described, right? How the documentation and all the information is very important to just hold on. Somebody is talking at me. So yeah, hold on. Hello, can you please keep?
Unmute all, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Sorry for that disturbance. Okay. So again, I'm thankful to IBSC and all of you guys for selecting us as a training partner, and we are there to bridge this gap. Those who are fresher would always love to learn right from basic to advanced level, and those who are already working, we will take you from advanced level to the more insight of all the topics which will be covered as per the course curriculum. So I will talk about the course curriculum as well. Before that, I just want to inform you that we have total 15 job skill oriented programs with us. And this QA for biomedical engineers is designed specifically for the IBSC MTZ, and that program is offered only for the biomedical engineers. Till now, we have not enrolled other pharmacists or any other people in this program. So that program is specialized and it is only for you guys that is coming from biomedical segment. And apart from that, if you are willing to make your career in global regulatory affairs or global MDR or pharmacovigilance in future, we have those courses as well. And not only we offer the technical program, we offer a soft skill action workshop also, like train the trainer, problem solving, personal productivity, good working practices, campus to corporate, then how to build best quality culture. These are the popular program which we offer to the industry. And it is really need of the hour, what I would say, being like in during COVID pandemic, I have seen many people are working from home, but working from home also gives, how we can make this productive. So the personal productivity plays an important role for any company. Those who are working from home, either from office or home. So these programs are very popular, and people ask for the same. If your organization are willing to take a separate program in those areas, do let us know. We are willing to associate with you for those programs. Then I will just skip this program highlights. Like these are the action workshop wherein we have covered like 2 days, 3 days, how we cover the topics. And we will move forward with the certificate in biomedical quality assurance program, which is helpful. Again, we have covered as per the IBSC qualified package, that is QP. We have covered 5 modules, 5 important modules. The first module talks about the introduction to various medical device regulatory bodies like India, Europe, and US FDA. And then moving forward, we have covered ISO 13485. Along with that, we are going to talk about ISO 19011 2018. So in quality management system, we have covered all 8 clauses in detail, and we are going to spend almost 12 hours to complete that portion. And sometimes what happens, even the section are uh, like we have thought about keeping this from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Sometimes if it goes beyond 8:30 also, you should cooperate, because sometimes what happens, that particular clause, if it is left halfway, we cannot live in between. So that's what I need cooperation from all of the participants. So that time you have to understand the trainer's position, as well as we also understand your position, that you cannot sit or prolong beyond 3 hours because of the online session. So we have to cooperate with each other. So moving forward to third session, we are going to cover risk management and the risk analysis as per ISO 14971. And this is also extremely important topic, as sir said, and we are going to cover this ISO standard also in detail. Then we are going to cover the technical file preparation for the US FDA and Europe. For Europe, it is a technical or the medical file, then the CE mark. And for US FDA, we are going to cover 510K, PMS, and all. Then the fifth will be, as I said, we are going to cover three major regions, that is India, Europe, and US. So submission to all these three bodies will be covered in detail. We are going to walk through the Sugam portal also for the Indian submission and the submission to BIS, Bureau of Indian Standard. So that is the course curriculum. If you see, five main modules we are going to cover, and under those main modules there will be sub modules, and each topic will be covered in a proper way. And if you have any question, all the question and answer session will be taken care of after each lecture, okay, on every Saturday. So coming to this program, we don't have classroom session as of now because of COVID. We have stopped that, but all the program will be through the online. And this is our what we offer the services to the industry. Those who are willing to take our services, we offer our consulting services, auditing services as well, apart from this training. Because training is covered during weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Monday to Friday, we are busy in consulting and auditing work. This is our training institute located in Thane, nearby to Mumbai. And these are my students, the previous batch. These are Bangladesh student. And you can see this is our institute.
Huh?
And these are the, testimonial which is given
Kaide?
by all the students.
Bye.
So coming to the course methodology,
Light गेले असेल.
as I mentioned, this course
Uh,
is conducted for 3
Switch गेलं
months
असेल.
for total 50 hours, right? And attendance is compulsory for all lectures. If you have some problem or some issues, do let us know well in advance. Some people, talk to us that
Huh?
I'm busy in some audit.
नंतर
Can
लग.
you start the session little bit late? So we will consider 15-20 minutes here and there, but try to
actually,
understand our position as well, because we are inviting all the trainers from industry. Those are also working professionals. So please be in time, and stick to the timelines, as well as there will not be any repetition of lecture, but we see to that after lecture we spend half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour,
ma'am,
and
Rajashri, ma'am.
when the lecture is
Yeah.
continued, we take the recap of the lecture as well. And this is there will be a weekend lecture conducted on every Saturday. And suppose in case some public holiday comes, we can conduct it on Sunday. And we see to that our program will be completed on in time, and the assessment will be done by the IBSC team. So there will be a credential given. There will be a pre-assessment from Raj GPRAC, and the final assessment will be from IBSC. So in the pre-assessment, we will be giving you the credential like user ID, password, and which through which you can operate through our website called Knowledge Online, and you can successfully go through the pre-assessment. So this is what we offer, and this lecture specifically overview of medical devices industry worldwide, I am going to talk about in the next session. Now I will stop my screen, and I'm really thankful to sir and all other participants for patient hearing, and I will introduce my team once again, and I will request Ram Banarase to say few words to our student, guide them, and after that I would request Sadhwani sir to take this forward. maybe after Ram Banarasi and Sadhwani's introduction. Nituri,